people. Here we go. Some news headlines. Let's go. How you going, people? Man, there's all kind of news out here that everybody's been like, it's crazy on what's going on in Ohio with the burning of the fumes and the train derailment that's kind of being hidden. And then you've got all the different things being shot out of the air. I mean, now you have the mass shooting at the college. So I'm going to do try to get a quick news thing here on some of the headlines. I want to start with 8 hurt and 1 dead after U-Haul driver violent rampage through New York City. Suspect in custody. Wow, the cops did a good job. This guy was just driving around, running people over, and then the cops caught him. No, the other stories are kind of leading you to believe that way. The cops chased this dumbass, and he was running over people because the cops were chasing him, and they were too stupid to stop the pursuit. And that's how all these people get hurt. And I couldn't find any video footage, and I was looking for it, but I finally found this that gave a little bit of it. Here we go.
Neighborhoods, driving onto sidewalks and plowing into people. Surveillance video shows the harrowing moments. People scramble out of the way as that truck barreled down a sidewalk.
Well, he didn't mention the cop barreling down a sidewalk, did he? No. Just the suspect was barreling down a sidewalk, endangering people.
A police SUV racing after.
Really?
Shows the harrowing moments. People scramble out of the way. Surveillance video shows the harrowing moments. People scramble out of the way as that truck barreled down a sidewalk. A police SUV racing after it. New tonight, we know 9 people were injured, including pedestrians and bicyclists. Cell phone video showing some of the victims lying on the ground, with ordinary New Yorkers stepping up to help treat them. The chase coming to a crashing end when a police cruiser drove in front of the truck to block it. This was in Red Hook. The driver was taken into custody. Now, the NYPD emphasizes this was not terror-related, but tonight...
They keep mentioning terror-related because the driver was Muslim, Indian, whatever, Asian, whatever they're calling him this week to try and cover up. His name, they go over his last name. You can read the article. This is just another BS cover-up. The cops freaking chase this guy and he runs over people, and they're blaming the guy like did this and the cops saved the day. All right, here we go. So FBI agents admit that they lost the Idaho murder. They were tracking this dude. And of course, government screwed it up, and the great FBI that does really good about serving a warrant on freaking President Trump's house, but they lose a freaking dude who's killed 4 people, and they lose him, and they find him like 900 miles later, and a bunch of hours later, they end up finding him. I'm like, really? But typical FBI incompetent. Then we have Maxine Walters, the most racist freaking idiot in Congress ever. And somehow $192,000 of campaign funds was paid to her daughter. Oh, shocking. Shocking. I think I might have already covered this. Democrat endorsed by Black Lives Matter, sentenced to 22 months in prison for stealing and gambling at casinos. Shocking. Rick, we need more women and we need more minorities and it'll make us great. And okay, whatever. So some people are saying that Idaho killer that stabbed all those people was very chatty and almost too friendly, according to some students. And Soros-backed DA dismisses charges against a man convicted of drunk driving who allegedly ran over a 6-year-old boy. And he was let loose. I always say DAs are the most corrupt and the most powerful, unaccountable people in the country. And they don't get as much bad press as they deserve. Here's a feel-good story. 2 good guys with concealed guns use them to detain a suspect accused of shooting 2 females outside a bingo in Florida. Perfect. So they got shitbag here because they had good guys with guns, because the cops weren't around, because government's never around when you need them. They only come afterwards to draw a chalk line around you. So the headline is New York judge accused of making racist and anti-gay remarks agrees to step down. How many people have a picture of a mean white person? Here's the judge. She agrees to step down because she made some comment that didn't agree with the left bullshit agenda. So the woke community is going to kick her out. A judge who wants to speak her mind, has an opinion. Nope, can't have that. Stepped off the plantation of the reservation. We got to kick her out. More incompetence. A Korean War wall remembrance set hundreds of eras in stone. They spent $22 million for this memorial, and it had 1,015 spelling errors. 22 million engraved because nobody decided to check what the Defense Department had sent to them. The riddle error list
was supplied by the Defense Department, our great government, the one that everybody says I'm always picking on and that I should trust, and that government is good. Unfreaking believable. Okay, so this story is really not getting out, and maybe some people can fill it in the comments. This is like crazy. So this train derails and is carrying all kind of chemicals, and they decide to burn the chemicals and release all this shit in the air. Some people, there's been some articles that it was an intentional derailment and they wanted to try and poison one of the lakes or water resources in the area. It's a huge thing. I can't even keep up with it. There's so many different stories out there on this, and it's really not getting a whole bunch of national coverage. I mean, there's little articles here and there about it, but if you want to dig into this, there's a lot of people that think this is a big cover-up. I'm not sure. There's other people saying that the UFO and balloon thing is just a distraction from this. Was this a terrorist attack? Why are we being held? Suddenly a train derails next to a water source. Our government burns all these chemicals. We're always told about how we're trying to protect the environment, and now our government burns chemicals that they don't want to get in a waterway, so they put it in the air and then it settles in a waterway. It makes no damn sense whatsoever, and I really don't have the time or I can't figure out what the hell's going on. This crazy woman, her boyfriend had an argument. He decided to walk home to get away from Miss Crazy. She decides to drive through the parking lot and then go run his ass over. Watch this smile on this other photo. So anyway, in a later statement, she says she was trying to stop him from walking into traffic, and that's why she drove over. That was her statement. Does this look like she's trying to stop him from walking into traffic? Are you kidding me? He's in critical condition. She ran his ass over. I'm sure she'll have a defense that he abused her and it wasn't her fault. He'll end up getting charged for damaging her car because he's a guy. Look at this headline from the New York Slimes on this shooting. Shooting at Michigan State University adds to death toll on campus. In this shooting, 3 and 8, I think 5 others were hurt, 3 were killed. Then the subheadline, biggest mass shooting on college history was Virginia, 2008, where gunmen killed 33 people. So the headline is adds to death toll, and you see killed 33 people. Nothing to do with this article. Nothing. They just wanted to throw that in there. Such an unethical paper. The guy who shot all these people was black. They aren't showing a picture of him. They aren't showing a picture of all the victims, who possibly were all white. And we don't know what's going on because it's being kind of hush-hush. Because we're going to make it about the gun and not about the shooter. Plenty of articles on the shooting if you want to go try and figure out what's going on. Okay, so all these objects in the air, why is government suddenly starting to detect these? How long have they been there? Why is there this flood? Why aren't they showing pictures and videos? I don't know what's going on. According to some reports, some former Department of Defense official said UFOs are real. The Stars Academy, I don't know. You know, there's so much who said what. So this general, I don't know why he would make a statement like this, but evidently he's in charge. General Glenn, Commander, North American Airspace, did not rule out aliens when asked about the unidentified objects. I mean, if he knew they were Chinese balloons, why wouldn't you say we've ruled out aliens and we know they're from China and they're balloons? I mean, why are they being so cryptic? Do they want the conspiracy so they can say, come back later and say, see, you guys are crazy? And they can come out with, you know, we had pictures of the first shoot down. No pictures of any of these other shoot downs. I don't get it. According to this report, some CFN or CNN, you know, the crime news network or the criminal news network, shot down may have been an alien spacecraft. No identifiable propulsion system. I did hear that, did they say it's a balloon? Let me see here. Shot down. Did not appear to be self-maneuvering. A balloon is you know, you're not, unless it's got a fan on it or some sort of propulsion device, it's not going to be maneuvering. It's going to be floating. I don't understand what's going on with all this crap. And why the hell is the U.S. shooting down stuff over Canada. Doesn't Canada have airplanes? Is Canada so dependent on us? Because Canada's always telling us we need to get rid of our guns. And our country's messed up. But yet they don't have a problem wanting our aircraft and our guns to shoot down shit in their airspace. Really? And again, a fourth or third object shot down, no pictures of the balloon, no pictures of the shoot down. What? I don't... It just doesn't make sense. And now China says it spotted something in their airspace. I don't remember if they shot it down. Chinese are already reporting preparing to shoot down a flying object in one of their provinces, I guess. What the hell is going on? And not only did the great city of Brother Love Eagle fans tip over a car before the Super Bowl, before it started. Not to mention they tore up and did shit after they lost. Stupid. And now there's information where the White House government using their government authority to push Facebook to censor Tucker Carlson during COVID-19, just like Twitter was doing, just like all the Twitter files that are being ignored on how much the government, because they gave Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all these companies protections that they couldn't get sued, and people think they did that shit for free. They did it so they could control them. And now these companies can't be sued, but now they have to listen to the government. It's total bullshit. It's against the Constitution. It's against free speech. Government shall not infringe on free speech. And when they're doing it through third parties like Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, it is in fact government censoring free speech. And nobody wants to really do anything about it. And China has been launching these massive air combat exercise scrambling jets around Taiwan. Taiwan's heating up. Russia's heating up. Russia and Taiwan are becoming, or Russia and China is becoming friends. So they're going to coordinate attacks. So you can bet when Russia starts turning up the heat in Ukraine, China is going to make its move on Taiwan to divide us. And we've got, meanwhile, open borders where Chinese people are coming across by the truckloads. We have shit in the air that we're blowing up. Biden already gave up all our gas reserves. We want to get rid of gas stoves, and we're worried about freaking equity and 14 bathrooms. Meanwhile, the whole damn world's on fire around us, and people are like, no, Biden's a good president. He's really popular, and Trump sent out bad tweets. Freaking idiots. Laugh my ass off when his country's on fire. And, of course, all the left ignorant rules allowing everybody to be whatever sex they want. Now all sex offenders are identifying as intersex females and requesting transfers to women's prisons. Perfect. Now I can continue my sexual offender behavior at women's prisons because the government's going to move me over there in order to be woke and popular and PC. And the liberals will cheer because destruction of anything good is always a liberal reason to cheer. Border Patrol apprehensions of Chinese nationals at southern border up 800%. No, Rick, it's open borders good and you people are just racist. Yeah, okay, that's because you're an idiot. Here's a shocker. They find Republicans are happier than in their marriages than Democrats. No shit. Who wants to be married to a damn screaming, I don't know what bathroom to use, get out of my face, I am strong, you're shit, we hate you, you're not the right color, you don't use the right bathroom, you're a male, who the hell would be happy in that marriage? Whatever. You really need a dog to find a flash drive? Utah's porn-sniffing dog named URL dies. He sniffs out electronic devices, supposedly. Look, I trained dogs in the military for well over a decade. And to train a dog to find CD discs and electronics is pretty stupid in my book. They're everywhere. There's different manufacturers, different plants. There's no way you're going to teach a dog to find digital zeros and ones in porn. And it's just stupid. But whatever. Government will throw money at everything and people will be happy because there's a dog. Stupid. And we'll end this when you just think it couldn't get any more stupid. Somebody who wants an abortion says that if she have to keep her kid, it's the same as being in slavery. Because it's forced that she has to take care of a child. So that's slavery. One judge said it was okay. Another judge overturned it and said it's not the same. Don't be an idiot. All right, we'll end that there. Y'all have a good day.